Okay, all right. Last thing, Pops. I know you watched the recent, and I know you're very excited about this fight coming up on August 29th between Filip Hrgovic and Moses Itauma. They recently did a face-off interview on DAZN.
Oh man,
what was your reaction? Because Hrgovic said a lot. Moses said a little more than usual. What was your reaction to that whole face-off interview?
I'll say it like this: the mind game on both interviews they had with each other. I think Hrgovic is running the mind game, like really getting inside Moses' mind. But Moses' look is like I'm gonna you know when you punch a wall and you hit that wall, it goes right through and makes a hole and like through that door. I can see this young buck just going in there and like trying to hurt him in the first couple of rounds. And if Hrgovic doesn't watch out, it could be a good night for him early. But if Hrgovic withstand the couple of rounds and keep his distance and let this young buck I'm gonna say he does. To me, I'm gonna go with Hrgovic. He doesn't have that great experience everybody wants to. He's good. He's talented. He's skillful. And like people were saying, oh, that's one question today. I was reading about him. The UK audience was saying, who's better skillful, Tyson? Who's a better skillful fighter, heavyweight, Tyson, or
Moses?
Moses. I said
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. I put it like this. In my opinion, Itauma, as young as he is, he's got skills and he's very skillful. But as far as power, he don't come no fucking. In my opinion, he don't come no fucking close at this time.
To Mike Tyson?
To Mike Tyson, not even fucking close. And while we're talking about Itauma, and we'll go back to Filip Hrgovic.
Yeah.
Itauma talking about that he says that he's giving props to Tyson and Joshua about not fighting them because not in their prime. He can say that and give the respect to them, but in my opinion, I totally disagree with that. I think you have not done enough. I'm talking from the Joshua side to carry British
boxing.
I'll carry his shorts to do what Joshua did in British boxing, and now he carried it in what he's at to. When you get to that point, you can say what you want. I think they've earned the right whether they get their ass kicked or not, if they want to fight you or not.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying he shouldn't even be talking about no Tyson Fury and Joshua?
No, I don't think he was just.
I didn't watch the interview.
No, he was just basically saying that they asked would he fight a Joshua.
Well, that's the thing. If they asked him a question and he's answering the question, you can't get mad at him for answering the question. He's answering the question.
Yeah, but I just don't like. I just don't. And he was respectful, but I just think let them two giants decide what they want to do because they've done a lot for boxing for the British people. Okay, but let me go back to Turkey. Let me go back to Hrgovic and that because I don't want to go with Turk. Hrgovic to me, I think he's won the mind game. I just hope because he's been honest.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing winning the mind game?
I think it's a great thing.
You think so?
I think it's a great thing because they say what do they say? What boxers say? It's 50% or what is it? 80%.
Most of the fight is in the mind.
Yeah, right. So most of the fight in the mind. So by him getting in his mind, it's going to a lot to do in favor of Hrgovic. And if the fight goes past 3 or 4 or 5 rounds or however long it goes, and he's frustrating the young buck, it favors more Hrgovic than it will him.
Yeah.
Because of he's young, he wants to knock this motherfucker out. He even begged him, or said today in the interview, what he said? He said, oh, so you're not going to give me no credit about anything. He said, no.
No props.
I ain't giving you no motherfucking props. And you could see through his eyes, like he had fire in the motherfucking eyes. I'm talking about Moses Itauma. And I'm like, oh my God, he want to put.
It's gonna be a great fight.
So it's gonna be a great fight, and I said the longer the fight lasts, it will favor Hrgovic. I will give the first 3 rounds, and I'm talking real.
Yeah.
I will
Moses. Because of the speed? Is it because of the speed or?
I just think the speed, and I think I'm not gonna say power because one thing that Hrgovic brought up, I totally agree with him is that chin. He's got that chin. He said, see this chin right here? It's got hit by a lot of people, and it's still here. So, and he said, if you hit me, you knock me the fuck out, and you whip my ass out, I'll shake your hand. But this chin right here, it's gonna be hard for you to knock out. So he's talking a lot of it, getting in his mind. He's winning that. What happens inside the ring?
We don't know.
We know the young buck is gonna favor the youth, but the experience, I think Hrgovic got, and Hrgovic will win the mind game. And if he plays the fight, fight smart, and don't let Itauma land a right shot to your left eye.
Yeah, because the cuts easy sometimes.
But I like Fred Flintstone. So I think you can knock. I think hit him.
What did you make of the comments where Hrgovic said pretty much because Moses he did grow up in the UK, but he migrated to the UK from Slovakia. So it's the battle of the two Balkans, right? what do you make of Philip's comments that if Moses didn't grow up in the UK, that his career wouldn't have been fast tracked? That basically, if he was an outright Slovakian fighter, he would have had to endure the same similar struggles that Hrgovic had to moving his career along. What do you think about that?
I totally agree with that. Basically what Hrgovic is saying is, I'm Croatian. Who the fuck wants a Croatian champion? That's what he's saying. Nobody wants a fucking Croatian. I had to work 12, 20 years longer than you to get where I'm at. You came to the UK, God bless you and your family, and you became that fighter, and you became prominent right away, and they blossomed you like a king, but you had it a lot easy to you. You had fucking steak, cheese, and wine. Ask me what I had to get out.
He didn't have food stamps.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at. So I have to respect everything Hrgovic is saying. And he's right what he's saying. If you would have been from Slovakia, would the boxing industry treat you the same way, or would they treat you like shit that they treated me?
Yeah.
That's basically what he's saying. So I'm happy, and win or lose, I'm riding with fucking Hrgovic. Only because I like these stories, I like what he's doing. He's waited so long for this opportunity. And I like what he said. He looked in his eye, told him, I'll shake your hand, boot my ass, but at least I'm going to have my chance to do it. So that's what I'm going with. I'm quite sure Itauma, he's probably going to favor it. I think he's the favorite.
He's the favorite, yep.
I don't know how much
this is looked at to be his coronation.
Okay.
Like Hrgovic is just like the general consensus is that Hrgovic is a good, credible fighter, but his style is made to order for Moses, and this is the coronation and the beginning of the Moses Itauma era in the heavyweight division.
And is that like the changing the guard with Joshua?
Fury, he is the next guy to take us into the new era of heavyweight boxing. Yes.
But is it fair to say then that Hrgovic is fighting? Itauma is fighting. This is the best to me.
The best opponent?
The best opponent.
Oh, by far.
By far. Regardless if he's that Fred Flintstone, regardless if he's the snail, regardless what you want to call it, he is the best he's ever had. So I don't want to hear what he did to Dylan White. I don't want to hear. I was looking at his box rec. Thomas box rec. Yeah. He fought
Jermaine Franklin.
He fought Dylan White. I forgot who else he fought, and then everything else. In my opinion, and I could be wrong, it was a couple good fighters, and then it's like in a farm, tomato cans. Okay, to me, I have not seen Itauma be that guy that everybody thinks he is. I'm sorry to say,
but this fight will show.
This fight will prove to me if he can go in there and like decapitate
Hrgovic,
like literally, like which people think he's gonna do, which I don't think so. I think Hrgovic is been out for this fight. He's worked hard for this fight. I don't think he's done what you said before. You and I would say that he overworks himself in the gym. I see him more level-headed, more like okay, So it's gonna be a different Hrgovic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Itauma's not gonna win, but I'm not gonna take my eyes off of Hrgovic. Yeah. I would love to see the Croatian go in there and just shut everybody out. Shut this hype duck out.
Me too. I won't call him a hype duck.
I call him a hype. You live with him, but I've been calling Itauma hype because the whole beat is all of a sudden.
They're already crowning him, and he hasn't beat nobody.
Yeah, he hasn't done nothing. And I'm not saying that he's not that talented guy that might run over the heavyweight division in 20 years. But stop the hype, brother. Stop telling me.
What did public enemy say? Don't believe the hype.
Yeah, don't believe the hype. So what I'm getting at is stop comparing him to Mike Tyson.
There's only one Mike Tyson.
He's not a fucking Mike Tyson, okay? He's his own. And one thing I would love about Itauma, he's very respectful.
Yeah, he is.
Very respectful, very silent.
That's why I can't talk bad about him.
But that motherfucker is a killer in that ring. But he's gonna find out, like this guy just said, I came from eating breadcrumbs while you eating steak, and I'm still motherfucking here.
Yeah.
I'm still motherfucking here.
All right, so let me ask you this, Pops. I want you to break it down from both sides. Yeah. We'll start with Hrgovic. Hrgovic beats Moses Itauma to become the first Croatian heavyweight champion. What do you think that means in the grand scheme of things? What does that mean for boxing?
Personally, I'll be honest with you. I don't give two fucks. I'm just like him. I don't give two fucks about boxing. You didn't think shit less of me before. Now you want to think the greater of me, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about Hrgovic, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, it'll be a big thing for Croatia and for Hrgovic, and will open the doors for him, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That people thought that he could never
now
do.
Now he get the big fights. Now for the first time in his career, he could actually be in the driver's seat.
Right, and get the money that a lot of fighters could deserve, and go in the driver's seat. For Itauma, he's a talent. I said that he's a skillful talented fighter coming up, young lad, I call him.
Young lad.
I call him,
Young lad.
yeah.
Strong young lad.
Yeah, I call him a young, I call him a young lad. And I'm saying that because, he's been out there, he's been tested by others. And, for me, when he was asking, Hrgovic to give him a break, I didn't like that.
Give him respect.
I didn't like that.
Well, because you know what it is? If you go back and you watch, and you can go rewatch them. If you go watch the other, those interviews they did, like the face-to-face ones, if you go watch the Dillian White one, that wasn't the Dillian White that fought Joshua all those years ago.
Oh, no.
He was all respectful, and he's like, it's made for him to do. He's used to people, opponents especially, giving him all this credit. And for the first time in his career, he got shown him zero respect.
None. And that's working for Hrgovic's case. So I see Itauma being that great British fighter down the road.
It's just not now.
But it's not happening that night. And if it is, so be it.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. Let's say he doesn't get the job done and he doesn't win. You know, the British media, we see it in boxing, we've seen it in other sports. They're known for being very harsh. Like we can see it with the national team.
Yeah.
They had a lead against Argentina in the semifinal. Yeah. They choked it away. Do you think Moses Itauma is going to experience like a severe 180 from the British media if he fails against Hrgovic?
I don't really think that's really going to affect him.
You don't think so?
I think what's going to affect him, if he loses to this guy right here, he's going to do 180 because people are expecting him to come in here and beat this guy. And I think this is more for him. This is more pressure, not just to prove to the media or anybody, but to prove to himself. Like he said, he said, I'm coming into this ring. We all can talk whatever we want now, but we're in the ring together. As two men doing it, we're gonna find out. But to me, I think the pressure of how Hrgovic is putting his mind game is really getting to him. So to me, he even said it. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna bang. I want to bang it. He wants to hurt him. You can see it.
Yeah.
And that's because of the head game. That's what I want to see. If he loses this fight, I think that's going to affect him more. Not because it was Hrgovic, but because of how he lost the fight.
Yeah, the expectations.
Yeah.
Because it's not even good enough if he just wins.
Because he handles pressure.
Yeah.
You see him, he's calm, he's this and that. You don't see that. I've never seen him like the way he is with this right here.
I remember when Anthony Joshua came